Beautiful. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So this is your home screen. And on this software, it, the home screen is important because this is where you're going to get started. So when we get started on the home screen, I always say this line over here is the most important line. It tells you a lot about the software and what you're doing. This is your name. This is going to be your email address, which is also your username for the software. And this is your general attacks. Okay. So, Ali, what's a general attack? A general attack is the ability, or not the ability, the currency that you use to pay the software to generate your letters. One general attack can attack a whole file for 1 month. Let me repeat that one more time. One general attack can attack a whole file for 1 month. So what does that mean? As long as you don't make no mistakes, that one attack will be able to do a full 30-day, not a 15-day. You would have to spend two attacks. Okay. But we'll generate every letter that you need in its entirety for that month. So how does that break down? One GA can generate an unlimited amount of letters with an unlimited amount of pages for an unlimited amount of negative items. I'm going to repeat that and make sure that we understand that. And I'm going to give you numbers so you guys get it. And then throw a 5 in the chat if you understand. Ready? One GA can generate an unlimited amount of pages with an unlimited amount of negatives for an unlimited amount of negative items. So let me give you that breakdown. Ready? Your credit report has 100 negatives. The software at the maximum can generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Let me reiterate that one more time. Ready? The software with one GA can generate, for 100 negatives, can generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Okay? That's giving you a base number. If you got 1 million, can generate 3 million, and I'm explaining. Just got here. I'm explaining what a GA is right now. Basically what it's called is gas. Think about gas. That's what it does. It's your currency to pay the software to write your letters. That GA is what you're using. Okay, that general attack, your token, however you want to utilize that terminology, however you want to focus on it, that's what you're going to utilize. That's what you're going to talk about. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be gas. You're going to token, however you want to call it, but that's what it's going to do. It's going to generate your whole file. Now, if you make an error, you have burned a GA. You have to start again from scratch and use another GA. So that'll get into the next piece of where I'm in. I always teach people when you're in this software, you're working with the software, always have extra GAs. Don't skimp out. Buy a couple extra GAs because in case you make an error, you've got extra. All right, let's go over here. If you got a question, you want to join the community, everybody should be in this community. I don't care who you came in from. This is just the software community. Come over here right on the dashboard. Join the M2 monetization group. It's every person that has M2 is in here. If you need to write a support ticket, click on support ticket. It'll open that up. If you want to know when the walkthrough schedule is or how to find a link and you don't want to go through, just click on the walkthrough schedule link right here. Right? Now, for the Phenom software only, this is not all the other softwares. They have a one-on-one with their customer support team. You click here. Now, if you're printing with my team, we have one-on-one support as well. So if you are printing with my team, and there's a few people that I see here that print with us, that if you're printing, you don't have to worry about that. You just call in and we'll walk you through whatever you need. So that's as easy as it is, and you don't have to worry about that. So you don't have to, it doesn't matter what software you're with, as long as you're with us as a printing team. That's it. Then we got the get started section. Now, this video section over here, it's very good. These are a bunch of videos on how it's very good if you haven't joined to this class, right? If you haven't joined this class and everything, it's good to get you the ball rolling. But it's not good after you get the ball rolling because there's things in here that are going to contradict things that we're talking about because we're showing you how to be a power user. So do me a favor, put power user inside the chat because I want everybody to understand that the reason that you're here today is to actually come and learn how to utilize the software. People come in and they don't know how to be a power user. They don't understand how to do anything. So what do? They just do it the basic way. Well, I'm not about basic. I'm about teaching people how to be power users. So every single person, I'm gonna make a power user by the end of the day. So that's what this is. So you're gonna see that, create a profile, how to get your credit report, send first attack, communication portal, all that stuff. It's gonna be right there. But there's FAQs. Now, normally I'll read the FAQs, but just for time purposes today, I'm not going to. But everybody can go through the FAQs over here. It's standard. It talks about printing. It talks about all that stuff. And I saw a question about printing. Yes, that's for us to actually mail the letters out for you instead of you doing it. So yes, that's the get started section. I am going to go into the first section that is important. So this section is important. Manage all users, send rounds of attacks. Those are the three important sections that I'm going to go over. This is section number one. So let's get started. Okay. So when I select the subscription, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show everybody the subscriptions. Ready? Now, let me see if I can get my pen out and try to do this with my pen. It's going to be a lot harder when I don't have my board. I'm going to skip over a package for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It's not because I don't like the package, it's because I think the package is not as useful as people think it is. So this is going to be it. This is going to be 10, 15, and 50. Now, why did I wrote those numbers down? Because that's actually what each package handles. The amount of GAs in each account are these numbers right here. And here's the images over here. Give me a second. And then this one's 1. Okay. So when I go over here and I'm going to explain each account for everybody that's in here, I do not recommend buying the iron package. And the reason that I do not recommend buying the iron package is you will be guaranteed to make a mistake in your first round. You're actually guaranteed to make 2 mistakes. How do I know that? Like I said, I'm the printing company. My printing company won't print unless your file is perfect. Why do I say that? Here's the reason that I say my printing company won't do that. I'm not going to correct your items. I'm not going to do anything because if I correct your items, you're just going to make the same mistake every month. So what we do is we tell you, and we send it back to you, and we tell you to fix it. How many times do we got to tell you to fix it? 2 times after the initial thing. So here's one generation. Here's another generation. Here's another generation. Each mistake cost you $40. 197 plus 40 comes out to $177. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Which one's cheaper, 177 or 147? Let me see it in the
140,
chat.
147.
147, right? Here's another thing. The same package over here. This comes out to $217. This is the same exact package. It is what, $70 over what that is? $60 over? So when I talk to you guys about what it is, I want you guys to understand this package is a downgrade package. You come here to downgrade to this package. So you get whichever package you rock with it a few months, and then you downgrade to this package. So let me break that down one more time, and then I'll give the floor a little bit of time that if somebody's confused. I buy the 147 package because I'm just handling myself, right? And I do 2 rounds, and now I did great on the rounds. Everything's set up perfectly. I haven't made a mistake. This, that, and the other thing. What have I got? Because you accrue GAs or general attacks or tokens every month. They roll over month to month. So now what do I have? I sat in this class. I was very frugal. I didn't do anything. Now I have 6 GAs in the bank. So now I can downgrade to the iron package after I get started. Yes, downgrade once you're proficient. Exactly. 100%, Nikki. Beautiful. Round of applause for you. That's great. That's actually a very good way. I gotta thank you. I'm gonna utilize that. Downgrade once you're proficient. Okay. Once I get good in the software, once I become proficient in the software, then I move myself down to iron because I'm not hurting myself because now not only am I proficient, but I also built myself the ability, right? I also built myself the ability to have a couple of extra GAs in case I make a mistake. Because we're all human and life lifes. Okay? And when life lifes, that's when we got to make sure that we have a little bit of a backup, like a golden parachute type of thing. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now, Ali, I have 8 people that's going to sign up with. I have 10 people that's going to sign up with me. I got 15 people. No problem. Doesn't matter. Pick your package or whatever you want. But how I figured out my numbers is I give you 2 mess ups per client. I have the initial and then the second mess up. Okay? Come on in. Oh, sorry. I don't know if somebody's knocking on my door. Okay. I give you that ability to mess up. I give you that ability to mess up at least twice. If I give you that ability to mess up at least twice, and you guys have that in the back of your head, what happens is you become a little more cognizant and you're actually going to focus on this a lot more with blinders on to get it done correctly. You're going to stop the outside noise and you're going to focus with the blinders to get it done properly and immediately done correctly. So, put a 5 in the chat if you understand how I've gone through here. If this makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, let me know. Yeah, we're doing good today. Good. Awesome. So when you come down here, your plan will be at the bottom. Okay. Your plan will be at the bottom. And if you need to purchase an additional attack, God forbid you make a mistake, you do buy that $97 package. You go to pricing and then you go over here to purchase an additional attack. Now, when you get ready to downgrade, if you do, that's on you. All you got to do is cancel your subscription and select the new subscription. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Put I understand in the chat if you understand this, right? When you cancel your subscription, you cannot get back into the attack area. So make sure you are done doing what you need to do with credit repair before you cancel. There is no way to get back in. But I understand if you understand that. If that does not make sense to you, put it don't make sense so I can explain it again. This this sucks hot down here. Oscar, good morning, my friend. You keep knocking on the door. I tell you, keep coming in. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go. Let's go to the next section. I'm gonna get credit report. So if you don't have a My Free Score Now account, you're gonna come over here to My Free Score Now. You click credit report. My thing is this software pulls identity IQ. Hold on. So we need to stay in one package and not move on. No, it's not. You need to stay in one package, Tiffany. What you need is click the package that fits you right now, which normally should be that 147. Then after you're done with that package, meaning after you've done your credit repair for the month or whatever, and you're like, okay, I think I've understand the software. I don't really need the 147. I'm just handling me. I want to go down. What you do is finish your credit report for that month, click cancel, then pick your new one, which is going to be that $97 one, and that's when you downgrade. Make sense? Good, Tiffany. You asking great questions this morning, and I'm very happy. So think about this. This is how you get your credit report. But I was explaining this. Identity IQ can come in the software. Smart credit can come in the software. My Score IQ. I don't know how to pull them. I'll be honest with you. There's some whole HTML thing. Yeah, no. We use My Free Score Now. My Free Score Now created a specialty report for this software. It's called the Epic Pro Report. And that Epic Pro report helps you dispute stuff more in depth. So anybody that has identity IQ right now, look, ladies and gentlemen, go cancel it. You got smart credit, go cancel it. You have my score IQ. I know that one's a little harder, but go cancel it. I mean, I have both my score IQ and my free score now. Why? Here's why. Because when disputing in this software, you want the most aggressive report for the most aggressive attack. It doesn't unlock the most aggressive attack if you don't have the most aggressive report. So how do you get that? How do you get that report? You just click over here in the software and you go to my free score now and it'll give it to you. Now, question for the thing for everybody is over here. Please do me a favor. Do not go to my free score now directly. Go through the people that are put in the software because my free, not my, yeah, my free score now does not unlock the Epic Pro report on their own website. It has to be unlocked through their agents. Make sense, everybody? Yes or no? Mhm. I'll be honest with you. You guys are doing great this morning. Does that make sense? Put a yes in the chat if it makes sense. Put a no in the chat if that doesn't make sense. Perfect. Okay. After you pull your report into the software, which I'll show you how to pull it in, you're going to get this report scoreboard, which you can then pull your client's information in, and you can view your client's information and see what's here. It'll show you accounts closed, derogatories, inquiries, public records, all that stuff. It shows you here. It's just a scoreboard. That's all it is. Okay. That's all it is. All right. That's done. Tiffany, hit me with a yes if you hear me.
I hear you.
This is where I need you to pay attention.
I am. I'm right. I'm
No, no,
taking
no,
notes.
no. I'm about to go into the place where you need to pay attention when you ask me where the errors happen. This is where
Okay.
it happens. So that's why I'm like I'm going for you. All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nikki, okay, so sign up for my free score now through the software. Yes, Nikki, right through the link on the software. Good job, Nick. Man, everybody's got good questions in the morning. All right. Everybody that's in here, like I said to Tiffany, because she's worried about making a mistake, this is where I'm getting to. This is the most important part of the software. I'm telling everybody right now, this is the most important part of the software of what I'm about to do right now, because this is where everybody makes that mistake. Ready? So let's go over here, manage profiles. Okay. And I'm going to click add a new profile. Now, I'm actually going to have to fill this in because I can't do it with my pen. Okay. So this is how this is going to work. Let me try to work this as best as I can with all these screens up on one screen. So first and foremost, I'm going to take my little pencil out and I'm going to show you this. When I do this stuff, I do it as if your ID does not match your current address. For somebody that's ID that matches their current address, keep going on with what I'm doing, but still, you're not going to have to worry about a lot, but just follow what I'm doing. It's going to work for you regardless. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna screw this up so bad. I already know. I feel so bad. I haven't done this in a long time with a mouse. Ready? First box. Right here. This is gonna be your ID, DL, or driver's license, or passport. Yes, it will be on YouTube. So, John. Oh, hold on. Let me show all hidden fields. John, Joe, Smith, Jr. Okay. So first name, middle name. Yes, if I put it in there, you have to put it. I know the question's coming. Yes, if I put it in there, you have to put it. Do I have to put my middle name? Yes, I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Do I have to put my middle name? Yes. Do I have to put my suffix? Yes. Okay, got that question out. Done. 01/01/1990. Okay. Now, next one. Put your ID and passport down. Okay, because that's all I need from that. I don't need anything else. I don't need the address. I don't need nothing. If you do it like this every time, It doesn't matter if your ID matches or not. You'll do it perfect every time. This is going to be your social security card, W-2, or first page of your tax statement. Okay, that's how you're going to write that. 000-00-0012. Okay, I know the client exists. I know the client exists with that. Your phone number. Perfect. Now, this is where everybody makes the mistake. When you are filling out this box, say this is my piece of paper over here. Say this is my address, something that comes. Now, I just learned something cool, right? Hack from the day, hack for the day. So anybody that has been on this call before, I got something cool for you. I got a juicy gem for you. Put a gem in the chat if you guys want to hear the gem. Ready? The Bureau, only Oscar wants the gem? Holy shit. The Bureau now told one of my students last night when he called, he messaged me while I was on the plane. He said, Ali, he goes, I know why they give stall letters out. I said, why? He goes, so the Bureau tells him on the phone yesterday why he's giving, why they're giving out stall letters. Now, I don't believe it, but I believe it. Okay. He said a lot of people that the third party stall letter, they put all this nonsense on the thing for proof of address. So what are they looking for? They're looking for a bank statement. Because if you're really doing your own file, right? Are you going to put a bank statement? You're going to put a bank statement because it's the easiest thing to put. What are people putting? Credit cards, utility bills, this, that, and the other thing. So they're throwing in a bill, they're throwing it into third-party stall. He goes, the people who are putting bank statements are getting away with not getting a stall letter immediately. So I was like, I mean, I'll tell people, but it sounds too good to be true. But everybody barring this, everybody, I want you to try this. Put your bank statement going forward and see if you get a stall letter. Zoom user, yes, you came off mute. Came off mute by accident. Okay, cool. So let me draw this out for you. When you have that piece of paper, right? And you have everything that you're going over, this is what you're going to fill out from your bank statement. Everything that's here. That's it. Nothing else. You don't worry about the name. Well, the name's got to match, but you don't worry about anything else. So let's go over here. Let's fill this out. You live on 8, right? North, West, 12th Street. That's where I'm staying. That's where my hotel is. That's the funny part. 8 Northwest 12th Street, right? You spell everything out, right? All together. I'm in apartment. Okay. Now you spell out apartment 2B and you put that there. Okay. Next. My city. So I do this just to show you guys this. I live in New York. So Manhattan is New York City, but you also have it's spelled New York, New York. If your thing says New York, New York, you put New York, New York. If your bank statement says New York, New York, you put New York, New York. If it says Manhattan, you put Manhattan. Why did I put it there? I put it there so you guys can understand that the same city, the same place can have two different city names. So because it can have two different city names, you have to select the one that is on that document. Come over here, select New York, and then the zip code. That's it. Once this is complete, once you're done, you're going to scroll down over here. You're going to put your username in, which is normally your email address for My Free Score Now, and your password. You're going to say both MFSN default report and Epic Pro report, and then you're going to upload your ID in this box, your social security card, W-2 or first page of your tax document in this box, And as we learned today, the bank statement in this box. Do not redact anything, guys. They don't want anything from your bank statement. I'm telling you guys, when you start redacting things, that's when they know it's fake. And then the first box can be your ID, your driver's license, or your passport, or your passport card if you have a passport card. Um, so that's the first three boxes. And then click save. So this is what a perfect profile looks like, ladies and gentlemen, right here. That's what it is. Perfectly done. So you have the first name, middle name, last name, date of birth 01/11/1966, the social security number, the phone number, and then the street address. You see there's a little hyphen in there. I made sure I include the hyphen. The city's New York, New York. The zip code's 10038. Guys, everybody usually asks me about this later. The client portal address, don't worry about that stuff. Just don't worry about that stuff. It's here nor there. It's not something that you need to worry about. If you really want me to go into it, message me. We'll go into it either on an advanced class on Friday or we'll go into it on Wednesday night's class when I come home, when I get home. Okay, credit monitoring sites. This is going to be pulled in, so it'll have all your information over here, and then your IDs and everything will be pulled over here. Now, I included a passport card just so everybody can see that if they want to do a passport instead of instead of a driver's license. But here, look over here. I want everybody to see this right now that's going through this. You don't have to I know who you are, and you know who you are, because I can look at myself in the mirror right now. There's one in front of me, to say that this is me. Your that driver's license, it doesn't match the current address that I have on file over here with the bill, right? And I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to a bank statement when I get home. Social Security card is there. Look how prim, proper, pressed everything looks. Everything looks perfect. That's what I want everybody here to see. That's what I want everybody here to see. I want everybody to know what's here. I want everybody to know it's perfect. And this is what I want from you guys. Honestly, this is what I want from you guys. And this is how it's got to be. So the ID doesn't match, and I did this purposefully so you guys know that it's okay. Ready? Let's zoom in. I'm going to show you the proof of address. You see the proof of address has the dash? I put the dash, 25-257 Pearl Street, New York, New York, 10038. Does everybody see that? The reason that I make sure that you guys see that is because you need to see that. You need to see that to show how I did that. Perfect. Okay, we're at 147. And then if the credit report is loaded correctly, you can come in by clicking this little pencil and process HTML, and you'll be able to see the credit report here. That's it. And that's how you know everything is loaded perfectly. This is done. Anytime that you do this, if you do it like this, Ray, who works in the printing company, and all my teammates that work in the printing company will never, ever fail your file. They will never fail your file. They will pass your file with flying colors, and you have now not wasted a GA. Tiffany, that's how you don't waste a GA.
Got
Because
it.
every time, this is where users import the stuff and not people, not the PC. So the PC is only as good as the user. But now I just made you power users, so now you're better than the PC. Okay? You click save over here, and let's go to the communication portal, and we're almost done. Promise you, we're almost done. Click communication portal. Here's your text messages. If you send any text out, how do you send text out? You go to manage all users, SMS, and email over here. That's how you do it. I don't know how to do it. I'll be honest with you. I have no need for it, so I have never utilized it. I don't know if it works, how it works, but I'm just told to tell you, click here and send. Let's see. I don't have anything to send that out. So let's see. I could select the template, which I've created before. No, I guess that doesn't work. Let's see. Email. Oh, here we go. That one works. There you go. Cool. So that one works. I'll show you how to set that one up. All right. So if I go to communication portal, the text messages will come here. The email communication will come here. Your support ticket Communication will come here. How to create a support ticket. Just go over here, click add ticket. Do any of the information. Boom, 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 boom. And then your PAM's invoices will come here. Now, I am the PAM's providers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Um, there are two other providers in the system. Okay, to print your letters out. I'm very different than them. I do it for a living. I don't do it, it's not separate cost or anything else of my other products or anything. It's actually what we do for a living, my family. And our thing is customer service. So if you guys send an invoice, if you guys send a file in, you don't get a response back in 10 minutes, I'm going to give you a phone number that you can contact today, and our team, right, will get with you. Excuse me. Our team will get with you to see what's going on, to make sure everything's good, and we'll go from there. So, and there's the phone number. Okay, and this is where you can view your PAM's invoices. I normally don't send them here. We send them through text message. And then the manage profile, manage templates on the bottom over here. You can create a template for your text and email. Very simple. Since we just did email and we know the email one works, let's go to add template. I'm going to call it test 25. My name is first name. My last name is, click last name. My email is, and then email, and then click upload content, and you're done. That's how you do it. Simple and easy. And that's communication portal. Send rounds of attack. I click go to the attack area. I select the client's name. I select maximum efficiency focused. I go to the Ali Badi team. Tiffany, you remember what you asked me? This is where it is every single time. Ali Badi team. I type in a discount code from this class, TPMPA, and I hit generate. I'm done. And when I say discount code, guys, is a different pricing structure for everybody in here. You don't get charged the normal price. You get charged what's called the class price. Who blinked? Who blinked? Who blinked? Tell me I blinked. Somebody tell me I blinked, because you know I wasn't going to do it that fast. I blinked. I know. I know. Let's do it again. Just so you can see it. Ready? I'm going to go to home. Send rounds of attack. Go to the attack area. Click your client. Maximum efficiency focused. Select my team for printing if you need to. TPMPA. Click generate. I'm done. I'm done. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Is that 30 seconds? Actually, it wasn't. I think Ray's clocked me. I think that's about 17, right?
It's not 30,
It's about 17 seconds.
thing like that.
That is the most basic attack that you can do. It's not extremely effective, but it gets the ball rolling. I call that the pocket saver. Okay? I call it shake the tree and the pocket saver. That is for people that are on a budget, that just want to start their credit repair and stay fixing their credit. Understand that is going to be a pocket saver, right? It's basic, easy, gets it done. You don't have to think about anything. It will generate a letter and do what needs to be done. Make sense? Put a yes or no in the chat. Perfect. Thank you, Oscar. Yes, makes sense. Now, ready? Ready? For the people that want to step it up a notch, for the people that want to go further in the game, we do not go to maximum. We do not go to mixed. We go to do it yourself. We click do it yourself, and we scroll down and we click generate. Now watch, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go send rounds of attack. I'm going to go to the attack area. I'm going to select the client's name. And I'm going to click do it yourself. And then I'm going to click generate. Does that make sense? Is everybody still with me? If I don't lose anybody today over here on this laptop, I'm gonna be good. Okay, ready? This is your AI. This is the AI writer. Okay? This is the AI writer. So if I know that that's my AI, I know this is my most aggressive report. Let's pick the most aggressive attack. And it's the MPEP attack. Everybody write that in the chat. MPEP. 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 Now, whatever software you're using, I don't care whose it is, what grade label you is, it's all the same thing. MPEP, MPEP. The reason that we want you to write MPEP is you know that that's the most aggressive attack, and every time you go into the software, you're going to look for that most aggressive attack, which is that MPEP attack. Make sense? Does that make sense? Yes or no? Yes, perfect. Right. I got that at, and this is round one, so let's accept round one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. This red, green, and blue box, this is what normally confuses everybody, but this is categories. And all the categories are asking you is, do you want to attack your file? Do you not want to attack your file is red. So red's like stop, green's go, and blue's like, I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna go crazy, right? I'm gonna go like smooth, right? So green's like go crazy, blues go smooth, and red stop. Okay. So if I'm here, do I know what's on my credit report at this point? Did I read my credit report? Did anybody read this person's credit report that we have up on this thing over here? Nope. Exactly. Nobody read the credit report because we don't know what it is. So guess what? Everybody's going to understand this over here. I want you to do me a favor. I can't do it on this computer, but I want you to do something. I want you to look going forward. I'm going to do it like this, just the first one. I want you to take the information from here. I want you to come over and put every box on every first letter of every category. Okay? And here's why. When we get into it, this is what you're going to look for. This is what you're going to understand when we're categorizing everything. What do I mean by that? When I go to read the credit report, we're going to make a codex. And the codex is going to be made by knowing exactly what all this stuff is. Okay? Knowing exactly what every single category is in the system because it's going to be color coordinated. So let's go and give it a shot. Okay? We don't know anything, so let's scroll down to the bottom and hit next because we can't select anything because we don't know anything. We'll turn it off and turn it back on. We'll reset it. We'll reset it after. Click OK. All right. I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna go to this little orange arrow at the bottom. It's gonna pop up, and all these things are gonna pop up. Now, you see all those greens, ladies and gentlemen, those nice, dark, deep greens? What does everybody think that is? Good info. Positive. There you go. Positive account. And because it's a positive account, we're going to go to this word over here that says hide positive items. We're going to click that. We're going to come back and hey, guess what? All the positive accounts are gone. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell everybody something. You see all these flashing numbers? These flashing numbers are stating that they don't have an address. But we don't dispute creditor addresses, so we don't care that they're flashing. If you want to learn how to put stop the flashing just because you're that type of person, you click on the file that's flashing. This was number 6. In this box over here that says blank, you just select whatever the name of the bank is. It may have a different name. So this one's Ameribank. I don't think there's an Ameribank over here, but whatever, we'll just look up. American Bank. I think it's American First Financial, right? And now number 6 is no longer flashing. But we don't need to do that because we're going to reset the system. So you just leave it. That's why I was like, I'm just for people that have OCD. I just helped you fix your OCD. Let's go back up to the top. And let's do this. Ready? I'm going to click on number 1. Here's number 1. This is going to be your negative item. Neg item. Oh yeah, I need my board back. Number, negative item number. Box 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be the most important box. And you're going to read everything inside the box. Remember, I did it before. PI. So what type of reporting issue is this? Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting on you. What type of negative account is this? Thank you, Oscar. You don't have to write the whole thing out. Just put that PI, Zoom user. That's it. That's why we put that PI. You got to look at that. Put the PI, guys. Yes, perfect. Put the PI. We want to make sure that we understand that. We got to write this down. So you don't want to write personal identifier every time you're doing this. So you just want to put PI. Okay, there's PI on this account. Let's move on, right? Let's move on to the next negative. Ready? So I'm going to take the bumpers off on bowling. I'm going to bowl a strike. What's the next one coming up? Oscar, don't do it. Let everybody else do it. What does everybody think this is? Yes, Joanne. Good job, Richard. Yes, Miss Joanne.
Inquiry information. Oh, wait a minute.
What happened, Joanne?
Inquiries.
Joanne, I didn't need you to say it. I want them to type it. IQ. We got a bunch of people
Oh.
doing it.
Sorry.
Thank you, Joanne. All right, perfect. IQ, IQ. All right, so we got a bunch of people that put IQ. I only got 2 people participating on that one. Your abbreviation is either the first, we don't care, everything's gonna have information at the end of it. But an inquiry is IQ, INQ, whatever you feel that. But guys, remember, this is a speed up tactic. This is meant for you to speed yourself up so you have this. So now let's go to the next one. Next one's what? 3. Same. Perfect. Thank you. Let's go to 4. Let's get a mic check over here. How many people are still in the room? We got 30 people here. How many people are here? There we go. Same. Fantastic. Anything in this brown color, right, is going to be the same. because it's all categorized. So once we get that IQ or INQ, we don't have to click on any of these again. So I'm just going to do this for purposes of just explaining. Here's 8, it's an inquiry. Here's 9, it's an inquiry. Here's 17, it's an inquiry. 22, it's an inquiry. 28, it's an inquiry. 34, it's an inquiry. 39, it's an inquiry. 40, it's an inquiry. Yep, it repeats. That's okay, Nikki. 41 and 42 are inquiries as well, but they're attached to accounts, which means if you remove it, there is a potential that it could hurt the account. If you want to take it off the list, just scroll down to the bottom and hit remove this content box. So I just remove 40 and I remove 41 just in case. Now I don't have those on the list anymore. So now let's go into the actual meat and potatoes. What's 87, guys? What's 87, ladies and gentlemen? Jaren, the whole thing, brother. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. AODL. Now, fantastic. Everybody's awesome here. Okay. Here's the thing. You want to do AODL 1-2. Ready? There is another AODL, but it's a 3+. So how do we distinguish AODL from 3+ from 1-2? Is by putting that 1-2 and that 3+ in. So again, I'm watching it to see who's making mistakes. I can give you guys all the answers. But at the end of the day, I want to see who's getting it and who's retaining it and who's not retaining it. And everybody that's putting their things in the chat, that's why I do that. Exactly. Muscle memory. You want to make sure that you're understanding what's going on. And this is how I know if you're understanding it or if you're not. So it's that AODL 1-2. Perfect. There we go. Thank you, Jaron. All right. Let's go to 88. What's 88, guys? Jaron, I guarantee you're going to get this right on the first try. What's 88, Mr. Jaron? There we go. There we go. That's exactly what I want. SLDL 3+. Good job, Jaron. Ready? 89. Now, I'm not gonna torture you guys with this one. This one would be CO or charge off. But the software, when they created it, they put something else in the box. So it's not CO, it is actually AOCC. Yes, Rashard. Okay. AOCC. So when you're doing this and you see charge off, right? And it doesn't say medical charge off or student loan charge off, it's an AOCC right off the bat. Just write AOCC. And that's that red one right there. 90's the same. 91's the same. 92's the same. 93's the same. Well, we go to 94. We've already done 94. We've already done 95. So 96 is the last one. We've already done 96. So we've already filled everything out. We wrote everything down. We should have 5 negative items on our 5 negative item categories on our sheet. Does that sound right about it to everybody? You have 5 negative items on your sheet? Perfect. If we have 5 negative items on our sheet, we want to scroll down to the bottom over here. We want to double check our information, make sure everything matches. photo ID. So I do this if you rename your pictures on your computer. You can put first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, social security card, first name, last name, proof of address. That's how you can tell over here if you uploaded the right information. If you're doing it on your phone, I don't know how to do it on the phone. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you next class. Once that's done, I see everything's loaded in JPEG format. It's the only thing that's good. I'm going to come over here to top. I'm going to click client info. I'm going to go first name, these check boxes over here. I'm going to make sure everything looks good. I did. Everything's perfect. Let's go turn off the AI. Turn it back on because we're going to reset the system. Now we have the data to put in. So, who wants to help me fill this out? You can come off mute if you're capable of coming off mute. Come off mute and tell me what I got to fill out. I was like, damn, somebody got it perfectly right off the bat. I guess people didn't take notes. So Ray took the notes for you guys. So when we have everything, all we got to do is come over here, click check all in red, and start hitting all those ads. That's why I gave you guys those abbreviations. Okay, personal information, inquiries, AODL 1-2, SLDL 3+. Hey, look, SLDL 1-2. There's the reason why I do what I do. And then AOCC. Boom, done. Can somebody count how many green check marks we have? Can somebody tell me how many credit bureaus are there? There are. Three times 5 is what? 15 is going to go in that first box. Default, default, default. That's it. And I click next. I click next. I click include all 3 bureaus and I click generate the letters. Now, I am done. But who wants me to see me run this at full speed? Okay, ready? Ray, clock it. Clock it with anybody that wants to clock it. Put ready into chat if you have your stopwatch out so you and Ray can count off at the same time.
Okay. I will let you know when to go, okay?
Well, I'm waiting for everybody. Let's
Okay.
see. I'll be on the homepage.
Ready. We just have one, okay?
I guess one person is just gonna go. That's fine. 2
Okay.
people. All right,
Okay.
ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
I go to the send rounds of attack. I go to the attack area. I select the client's name. I select the do-it-yourself. I select the team over here. TPNPA. I click generate. I go over here. I click indemnity. I click this. I scroll down. And now I go read the report. Click OK. I hit hide positive items. I go over here. And I go, this is personal information. This is an inquiry. AODL 1-2. SLDL 3+, AOCC 96, SL. This is good. Top. Boom, 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 boom. Good. General. Reset the system. Come over here. Five times 3 is 15. Default. 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 Next. Include all 3 bureaus. Generate. I'm done. I just generated a letter.
1 minute 28 seconds.
1 minute and 28 seconds. So it takes me on the most aggressive attack, it takes me less than 2 minutes. Can somebody tell me right now that they don't have 2 minutes to generate a letter? A month to fix their credit. James Bond. Can somebody, when we do that, the reason I ask that is, it's not that I'm putting people on notice. I'm trying to explain to you guys how easy it is. So it's $147 a month. Yes. And I just generated that letter. Now, why did I generate that letter? It's because I want you to see the letter. I'm on hospital Wi-Fi, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so slow as hell. Not for 1 attack, for 4 attacks. And here's what it looks like. I just click 1. This has got 17 letters in it. It generated 24 letters in that 1 attack. That is for that one client. But you can only do 1 a month. I mean, you could do 2 a month if you're doing the 15 days, but yes, for yourself, you can only do 1 a month. Yes. I'm done.